Hello gang, and welcome to Displaying Model Behavior with a little news update because we've got a brand new Spider-Man. It's a new Symbiote Spider-Man from Revoltech, and it's a new version of their new version. Basically, they've looked at what Mess Toys are doing, and they're like, oh, you think you can compete with us? Well, guess what? We're going to compete with ourselves because, of course, you know, we've got the black costume Revoltech Spider-Man coming out. He's going to be dropping around about June this year. And Revoltech are just going to one-up themselves by giving us a new version of the black costume with more of a purple hue to it, coming out about a month later. And honestly, I'm fine with that. I mean, if you put your pre-order down for the black costume version and you would have preferred the purple one, that's a bit of a tease, considering that they're both going to be dropping around about the same sort of time. It really is quite unusual that they're doing this approach just because they normally leave about a year or two before giving a 2.0 version of a character. And I think that maybe it is Mess Toys slurping up their milkshake. That's what I was doing. I bet for a split second there, you were like, what are you doing, Dave? I was saying how they drink it up. Mess Toys, they drink it up. There Will Be Blood is the film I'm referencing. Never mind. Mess Toys have really kicked in the door and just made a statement of intent that they are going to take Revoltech style and make all the figures that they're not doing. I literally just did that video on the Scarlet Spider because they finally broke me and I was like, you know what? Okay, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's talk Mess Toys. But the Revoltech purple-hued symbiote costume Spider-Man, ooh, I do kind of like that. I didn't put a pre-order down for the original black one, so maybe this might want me to separate from my money. Because a lot of people, they weren't actually too keen on the Revoltech Spider-Man over the Mess Toys one. Because actually, with the Mess Toys black costume, its simplicity and, nay, cheaper approach was actually more appealing to a lot of people because it was just the Spider-Man body with the black paint job over the top. Whereas Revoltech actually went the extra mile and they sculpted in all these gnarly veins and extra work going on with the figure that, funnily enough, made a lot of people go, yeah, I don't really like that. I just want the sleek Spider-Man look. So in many ways, we actually do have two competing variant editions that do offer something distinct. So I kind of like that. But now with Revoltech coming in with the purple version, that seems to be the one that is going to actually stand out the most. And while Mess Toys does have their nice, sleek black Spider-Man, having that purpley look is very Ultimate Spider-Man. This is how Ultimate Spider-Man was more depicted by Mark Bagley in the comics, where he does have that slight bit of color to him, which actually makes him spring off the page, and in this case, off the shelf, a lot more effectively. So I do kind of like that. Now, also, just like with previous Revoltech figures, this one's going to have a pre-order bonus if you order exclusively through Revoltech, which I know does grind a few people's gears, but honestly, like, I get it. They wouldn't do the extra piece if they weren't wanting to get people to order through Revoltech. So I get that it's an extra incentive. I feel like they're not taking anything away. They're just adding something if you do it through them. And I know that some people might say, Dave, why are you trying to white knight for companies? I'm not. I'm just saying how I see it. So if you do want to get the two different heads with the more alien eyes, then going through the Revoltech store, that's what you want to do. And also let me know, guys, if you have the Marvel Legends version of this more purple figure, how does that stack up just against regular Marvel Legends? I've never had that in hand. It came, of course, through the Spider-Man box set with the 4 different villains and Spidey in there. Such a weird assortment, hodgepodge of characters to throw into a box set, but hey, that's Marvel Legends. I know that's a generally smaller Spider-Man build that they put into that one to mirror the younger Ultimate Spider-Man. But I remember thinking it looked really fun when I first saw it. So guys, what do you think? Have you got any Mess Toys figures, because all I've heard from anyone who collects them is that they look really nice. I recently just caught a video from Sir Dork, and he was covering a review and doing some wonderful photography with the Mess Toys Black Costume Spider-Man, and it just looked the business. And sometimes I think that smoother version of the character actually does make him just pop. Sometimes the more basic, the better. Although also with Revoltech, you get a bunch of more accessories as well. You got some nice looking symbiote tendrils and just a few more things to zhuzh him up slightly. So let me know in the comments, the battle of Revoltech and Mess Toys. Of course, the price war is always going to be won by Mess Toys, but that's because they've stood on the shoulder of giants to achieve something as quickly as possible, but also it's worked. And if this results in toy companies giving us more products, better value, getting more competitive, honestly, I ain't mad at that. If anyone wants to start making high-end KOs of Marvel Legends anytime soon, it might not be the worst thing in the world. that's going to ensure Marvel Legends never send me anything. Anyone want to knock off their products? To be fair, though, I don't think you'd be able to knock off the Marvel Legends face sculpts. When they do a unique one, oh, Bayek. Still some of the best in the business. Anyway, gang, that's all for the new Revoltech Spider-Man. What do you think? Comment below, let me know. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Coffee. Big time.